Technology is an area that clients talk about with us a lot as well. Certainly, what technology can they use? How can it enhance what they're doing? I'm Sally Bernstein, a principal with PwC. PwC has done a lot of studies around megatrends, right? Especially around technology. By the year 2020, there will be 7 devices per person in the world. Per person. That's tons of devices. I'm sure people are watching us right now on their computer or their laptop or their iPad. In addition, a quarter of the people use social media. This presents a huge opportunity for compliance officers as well as a huge risk.
And our data supports that compliance officers and compliance departments are starting to use social media in particular more and more often in their program. I'm Andrea Falcioni, a managing director at PwC. So this year, about just over 50% actually indicated that they use internal social media channels to communicate and train and otherwise get messages out about compliance and ethics internally at the organizations.
Certainly social media can be used many ways. People are very comfortable with it. You know, that's a huge number of people who use it, right? People are sending notes all the time. But compliance officers can use this, to your point, to communicate internally. They also have to be wary, right? There's a lot of risks associated with social media. And technology generally is changing so fast. How do you keep up with that?
Yeah. There are definitely a lot of risks, and this is an area where we really feel that compliance officers have to stay on top of it. It's ever changing. The U.S. National Labor Relations Board continues to issue guidance, for example. The legal landscape in terms of what employers can do and not do in terms of monitoring social media, for example, always changing. So keeping policies up to date in this area, going to be incredibly important.
And policy management is an area that is difficult for companies to stay on top of. Certainly, 90% of our respondents said that they have a social media policy, but technology is changing very fast. How do you change that policy fast enough to keep up with the pace of technology? Right? That's going to be an area that's going to need focus.
The data this year really supports this very changing risk profile when it comes to social media. So this year, a smaller percentage of companies actually indicated that they mine social media in the pre-hiring process from a due diligence perspective, and fewer companies also indicated that they're monitoring social media for employee misbehavior. Many of the risks that people indicated were on the top of their list included privacy and confidentiality, bribery and corruption. There are social media aspects to that as well, so I'm sure that companies are in fact managing social media risk, but may just not be ranking those at the top of what they're doing.
Absolutely. I think all of these things mesh. All of the risks connect, all of the measures connect, the use of technology connects, and it's all a challenge to be managed, and that's one of the opportunities we think we see.